Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So we've got a lot of topics to get into today, and we're going to get started right away with this article here from Insider Gaming, PlayStation 5's hardware timeline to holiday 2024. And this is written by Tom Henderson, who's been covering a lot of these rumors and leaks. And for just a quick summary of the timeline before we get to the bigger news at the end, we have Project Leonardo, which is supposed to be that accessibility controller coming out Q4 2023. Then we have what's supposed to be a new SKU for the PlayStation 5 console, and this is that one that's with the detachable drive, and it's expected September of this year. And then we have Project Nomad, which is wireless earbuds, and Project Voyager, which are wireless headsets, and that's supposed to be here by the end of March 2024. And then we have the Q Lite handheld accessory, which is supposed to be used mostly for remote play, and that's supposed to be out Q4 of 2023. But the one at the end here is what's caught most people's attention, and that's a PlayStation 5 Pro. And let's look through the article here where they talk about this. It says it's been a hot topic of discussion as of late, but yes, Insider Gaming has previously revealed that Sony does have a PlayStation 5 Pro in development. Our report in March was dismissed as being inaccurate by many when it was first reported, and although the PlayStation 5 Pro could be cancelled at any given time, Insider Gaming can report with 100% degree of certainty that the PlayStation 5 Pro is currently in development. And then they go on to say that this is expected to be released Q4 2024. Now, they did leave themselves an out by saying that it could be canceled at any given time. And I think there's been reports that have came through about a Switch Pro. For years we heard about it, and then supposedly that got canceled. So obviously a PS5 Pro could be in development, but maybe get canceled depending on whether or not they see enough demand for it. But let me know what you think. Do you think it'd be too soon to have a PS5 Pro out in Q4 2024? Which I'm believing that would be the fiscal quarter, so that would be like March of 2025. Or do you think by that point the PlayStation 5 could be showing some age? It seems like right now we're just starting to get some of those current gen exclusives without the previous gen version being released. Or if there is a previous gen version, it's coming out later because the priority is on this gen. But let me know what you think in the comments. To me, it may seem a bit early. I don't think we've had enough titles out there to really push the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X. We've had some games that have had some questionable releases, but seem to get fixed by later patches. So that doesn't seem to be so much about the power of the current gen hardware and more about games just getting released too early. Next, it was announced at blog.playstation.com that Spider-Man 2 prequel comic is coming for free on Comic Book Day. You can see the headline here, and that's pretty cool, but at the end of this article there was an announcement about SpiderMan Remastered coming to the PlayStation 5 for individual sale. Later this month, Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered will become available as a standalone purchase on PlayStation Store. This title was previously only included as part of Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales Ultimate Edition. And as Sony has done in the past, if you want to upgrade your PS4 version to the remastered edition, you're going to have to slip Sony a Hamilton because it will cost $10 to upgrade. And you can upgrade the physical or digital versions to the remastered version. However, if you obtained Spider-Man through PlayStation Plus, you are out of luck because that version isn't eligible for an upgrade. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe a year from now the remastered version gets thrown into PlayStation Plus. But if you want to play it now and you had that PS Plus version, you'll have to buy the full thing outright. And I did enjoy Spider-Man. I played the original version on the PS4, so I may have to go back and revisit this remastered version. but I'm not sure I want to pay the extra $10 to do so. But let me know what you think. Do you think the remastered upgrade is worth the Hamilton or not? And then in a bit of new game announcements, we have this from Modest Games. The genre-defining beat-em-up series returns. Double Dragon Gaiden Rise of the Dragons hits PC and consoles this summer. Grab a friend and clean up the city streets together in local co-op with 13 playable characters, including returning favorites Jimmy and Billy Lee. Now this will be coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC through Steam. And it is set to launch this summer, and as the tweet announced, there'll be a roster of 13 fighters, and it'll have 2-player local co-op, so no 4-player. That's a bit of a disappointment. And there are a couple other features highlighted. There's going to be a tag in and out mode, so I guess you can pick a couple of characters to play as and switch back and forth. They didn't really go into a lot of detail there, so we'll have to find out more about that. You'll also be able to choose your missions in different orders and affect the overall difficulty. You'll be able to earn cash and spend it at the end of each stage to unlock upgrades. And should you be defeated, you can convert any remaining cash into tokens, and that can be used to permanently unlock extra characters and bonuses. So there are some roguelite elements here, but if you don't want one of these upgrades, you could just use it to keep playing and basically buy a continue. So this definitely looks interesting to me. I like these beat 'em up games. I do wish it had 4-player co-op. And maybe perhaps online play, but maybe that might be something they bring in the future and they're just not ready to announce it yet. And finally, we have a bit of an update on those previous gen versions of Midnight Suns. Now, Midnight Suns came out on December 2nd last year for PS5, Windows, and the Xbox Series systems. And it looks like those PS4 and Xbox One versions are going to be coming out May 11th. As you can see here with the headline from midnightsuns.2k.com. And this will release alongside the 4th DLC, Bloodstorm. So these previous gen versions won't have a physical release, it's going to be just digital. And if you're wondering what happened to the Switch version, well, you can see from the article here, all 4 DLC installments, The Good, The Bad, and The Undead Redemption, The Hunger, and Bloodstorm, will be available on launch day to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One players who purchased the Legendary Edition of the game or the Marvel's Midnight Season Pass. Note that a Switch version for Marvel's Midnight Suns is no longer planned. And I think this is just showing how difficult it is for the Switch to keep up with some of these newer releases. But I do have to wonder if we'll see a port to maybe Switch successor if that system was to come out this fiscal year as it has been reported. Maybe we see Marvel's Midnight Suns as a launch title, and I think 2K wants to squeeze more sales out of this game. It generally received favorable reviews, but was considered a flop in sales. And I think some of that's just due to the card game nature of the game. But if you were waiting to play Midnight Suns for the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, you don't have to wait much longer as it'll be out in just 8 days. And that's all we have for today. Did anything we cover catch your attention? Make sure to drop a comment below and let us know. And if you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. Only about 10% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed, so it really would help the channel out quite a bit. I want to thank you for watching and be good.